Hi, I'm Kathleen with Windy Chaos, a new digital planner sticker shop on Etsy. And I come from the world of paper sticker kits, where I had a successful Etsy shop for 5 years before making big changes in my life that brought me to digital planning and my favorite digital planning system of Breezy Organization. I just had to make my own kits, and in the process, I knew I had to share them with you. So Windy Chaos was born. This beautiful kit is inspired by the movie The Notebook. There are no characters in the kit. Just to be honest, it would be really difficult to do them well, and I didn't want to do them badly. So, all the elements in this kit are here to bring you to that romantic Carolina feeling. So, let's jump in and take a look. As you can see, the kit's set up with a Good Notes file that can be used side by side with your favorite planner and planner app, depending on which app you use. I personally love Zoomnotes and use it with Good Notes for sticker books, and that just works out great for me. For me, it's all about the clip art. So let's jump in and take a look. So, not to give away the story to someone who hasn't seen the movie, but who hasn't seen this movie? But here's a pretty scene on the river and a rowboat and an artist's easel with the beautiful painting, and you'll get to see that art again. Women in the 40s just wore beautiful hats, so we have a pretty straw hat here. There's a stack of letters that's pivotal in the movie, and of course, the notebook itself is very important. And then there's also a scene with a long soak in a beautiful tub where lots and lots of deep contemplation are happening. It wouldn't be the South without some magnolias and the ducks. They might be geese in that scene. I'm not sure, but they were beautiful white birds, so I'm going with white ducks. And later in the movie, there's the couple sits on a park bench. And so I put that in there. Also, at the end of their day, they have this beautiful romantic dinner. And I thought that was just a pretty little thing to put in to the kit. This shawl might remind you of one of the characters, too. I thought it was really pretty. And of course, this is that scene with the white birds on the water, and it's just so, so pretty. And then we have the restored mansion plus that classic blue car. So shapes are, oh, I'm so sorry. We're getting some outside noise here. I hope you won't be able to hear those sirens, but they're going by. The shapes here seem pretty familiar to you if you're a Breezy Organization fan like I am. And that just means that all the widgets that you have from that shop, they're going to work perfectly with these shapes. And there go the sirens. I'm so sorry. I call this shape a capsule. That just, I can't remember all the other names. So I just kind of made up my own to help me remember them. I call this chubby, and this I call notepads, and I've decided that two of them will have text and two of them will just be a notepad shape. So, the one quote from the movie is, I think our love can do anything we want it to. And then the other one is another quote from the movie. And it's kind of long, but it says, so it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to work at this every day. But I want to do that because I want you. I want all of you forever, every day, you and me, every day. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. And this shape I call skinny, and I love these for appointment call outs. I think they're just really perfect for that. And then these I call squarish. And there's some really cute widgets that work great in square shapes. And I call these tallish. And I think these are fabulous for time blocking. They just make this afternoon is all about this one task. So I like that a lot. Okay. And then we have layout shapes, and these make creating spreads just easy peasy. So both of these bar shapes have 7 in their set. So it's really easy to put this down for a weekly and you'll have all 7 days right there. Then we have the arches, and they're in two sets of four. And the reason I have that one tilted is just to show that they're not lined up, they're separate. You're able to just move them around the page independently. And then every kit has its own specialized shape that is reflective of the theme for that kit. And these, of course, are an open book. And then we have circles, and that's in a set of four and a set of three. And the same with the hexagons in a set of four and a set of three. And then I have the plaque shape that's in two sets of three. And there's some more. We've got shingles, which are the arch shape flipped upside down, but then they're butted up against each other. And they look really cute when you kind of layer them. And they're in two sets of four. And then we have the squares in two sets of four. And the trapezoids, they're really fun. They're in two sets of three. And then you get all of these shapes in a solo as well. So especially if you have like a set that's like set up for the weekend to be combined, but you don't like the weekend combined, it's just really easy then to throw in one of these to make that a set of seven. Okay. And then let's move on to the patterns. So patterns are really a lot of fun. I love to use them for backgrounds in my planning, or you can use them to mask certain shapes and stuff depending on how you like to do things, how technical you can get. But you'll find that every kit comes with a texture or two. And a texture is basically I've taken one of the patterns and I've stripped it of its color and taken away its background so that it's just very subtle and gives you texture and a little subtle design without fighting with your main design or distracting from the main design. So this is a 1940s fabric print. And I want to say it's seamless, but I know looking at it here that it is not completely seamless. It's close, but it is not completely seamless. So most of the time I make the patterns seamless. And this one too is a green scalp. Now this one is seamless and it just has that retro 1940s feel about it. And then I had to have a floral pattern with the magnolias. That one's a seamless one as well. And this beautiful rain. It's kind of on a creamy white background, but it's just this really pretty white raindrop or blue raindrops. And then for your textures, here's that 1940s. And I've put a colored shape behind this picture just so I can show you that it doesn't have a background. And the same thing with the magnolia print. There we go. And then here are the same patterns used as washi. This is the wide washi, the narrow washi, and the strips of washi. And then you also get four photo frames. Two of them are in solid colors and two of them are patterned. And then you've got different orientations as well. And you get the kit information for each kit, all the colors that are used, their hex codes, and the fonts that are used. And then each kit also has its own little pinwheel. Now, let's look at the dates. Every kit comes with date information, numbers 1 through 31. Um, you'll have a curved day of the week and straight days of the week. And you'll also, they also differ in that one will be a print and one will be in cursive. And you get those in light and dark. And I love the mock-up because I just love when you can see how a kit comes together. So like I mentioned before, I'm a huge fan of Breezy Organization, and this is on their fully customizable planner. I have it in landscape and in portrait. I mostly use portrait myself, but gosh, sometimes landscape is a lot of fun. So Anyway, the thing that makes these planners so great are you aren't bound to any pre formatted design for your weekly and daily layouts. So here we go. This is the landscape. And I took that mansion and I kind of played with the opacity, brought it down a little bit to make it just a really pretty backdrop. And isn't it darling? And I love the big quote there. It looks so good. And then here it is in portrait. I used the circles and I used that rain background. And then again, I played with the opacity of that one image and brought it down, and you can see the rain behind it. I think that's pretty cool. And there we go. And then let's just run through a few little things that you might want to know about my shop. After you purchase through Etsy, and after that's complete, you'll have a download that's a PDF, and it's going to contain a link, and that link will take you to a folder where with a Good Notes file in it and another folder that has all the PNG files. And those PNG files have been named and organized in subfolders. Um, while an iPad and GoodNotes are popular choices in the digital planning community, just know that this kit will work with any number of devices and platforms such as Android tablets and apps like Penly, Notability, Zoto, and more. All purchases will receive a link on that same PDF for the Windy Chaos Library, and this is provided as a huge thank you to my customers. Here you'll find different items such as widgets and sayings and planner words in white and gray and different fonts. And I have plans to add loads more, so please stay tuned for that. I hope that you'll find that this kit and the others I'm offering are a great value. I'm not here to critique anyone else's business model. In fact, I've worked many years, full-time hours for part-time pay. So I'm not here to say anything about how somebody else ought to run their business. I'm just hoping that when you buy a kit from me that you'll find that the designs are beautiful and that you felt like you got a good bargain for your money. This set has over 180 stickers in it. And I appreciate so much you're watching this video. I have big plans for Windy Chaos, and I hope that you'll join me on this journey. We're definitely in the start at the starting line, but we're excited to watch this grow. Thank you so much, and have a great day.